As I wake up in the morning of each day that passes by, and I listen to the sound upon my ear, I can't help but keep a watch toward the eastern sky, and I wonder if the trumpet will be the next sound that I hear.
What a beautiful day for the Lord to come again. What a beautiful day for Him.
Do you have idols in your life? What do you think of when we mention the word idols? Probably Australian Idol, I suppose. When we think of idols, we often think of history and past times when nations worshipped totem poles and statues and bow down before them. There's a lot of modern day idols. Are there any in your life? It can be anything. If you're a believer in the Lord, an idol can be anything that puts your belief before believing in God. It could be a car. It could be a career. It could even be a Christmas tree at the time of Christmas, worshipping this tree almost, or putting it on a pedestal instead of thinking about the Lord. Anything we put in our heart that can be before the Lord can be an idol. Now, the Bible talks repeatedly about idol worship. It shows that God was unhappy with the Israelites when they repeatedly went and bowed down to idols. And there were many. We think of all the heathen gods of Egypt and Babylon and Jewish-made gods. Well, there was Moloch, Dagon, Astar, Baal. They had all these gods that these people worshipped. Now, you may have heard about all the plagues in Exodus that God sent upon the Egyptians to free the Israelites from Egypt. Well, if you look a little bit further than just thinking about the plagues, God was actually dealing with all their gods and showing how powerful He was. There may have been the god of the sky or of darkness or of the animals. And God sent plagues to show that He was more powerful than these objects these people actually believed in. And the Bible gets even more involved by saying often these idols are demonic. Sometimes demons take on this image of Moloch or Dagon or Baal, and people, the Bible says, are actually worshipping demons. It's one of the tools that Satan uses to keep people away from focusing on the true God. Some of these gods in the past, these statues, these idols, people actually sacrificed to. They actually sacrificed humans, human infants, just to a piece of wood. It's quite amazing what a person's mind and heart will do. And it comes about because their minds are depraved, they're corrupt and wicked, and their hearts and beings are full of sin. In all of us, there's an innate feeling to worship something. God, the true God, has put that feeling there. And these people, because they don't want to accept the true God, their attention is put onto these objects. In the book of Isaiah, as in many other books, they say that these idols are useless. They talk about in Isaiah a carpenter. He goes down and he chops a tree down. He uses the tree for wood, for fire, for cooking, and then says, I've got some wood left over. I know, I will make an idol out of it. And then he bows down and worships this bit of wood that he made with his own hands. This is what a depraved, sinful mind does. And the Bible says these idols, they don't see, they can't tell you the future, they can't hear, they can't speak, they're nothing. And the Bible says people that have idols in their life are senseless and in fact are stupid. They're foolish, foolish people. Depending, of course, on how much you worship these idols. In the modern world, we have idols made of rock, of stone, of wood, and many of them are in people's houses. Do you have one? Representing a modern day religion, perhaps? If you do, get it out. Get the idol out of your house if it represents a foreign, false god. You see, God is jealous for you. The Bible says, I will have nobody before me. You need to believe in Jehovah, Eli. You need to worship the true God, and because God is jealous for you to have your affections given to him, he does not allow any of these wooden, stone, corrupt images to get in the way. So perhaps these days you're a world traveller and you go to countries that have idols and big statues, and they could be a marvellous sight. Don't be fooled, and use this as a warning. Don't worship them, marvel them. The same forces at work to stop mankind from finding the true God, the same that were working in the days of Egypt and the Israelites, are very much alive and well today. So you may be marvelling at a device demonic influences used to grab a man's heart. Many years ago in Bible college, we had an elderly lady who came to Australia from America. Now, she was old to me then, in my 20s. She must have been in her 80s or even 90s. She was very, very elderly. And she said she was visiting different countries, and she came to a site where, to visit this site, you had to walk through this archway. And the archway represented their God. And it was considered that if you walked through this archway, you were bowing down to their God. Now, if you are a believer in Jehovah, you can't do that. And so she said she was wondering what to do, and the Lord gave her an idea. So she turned around and she went through it backwards. So she did not bow down to the God of these depraved, senseless people. Where I live locally, I go through an alleyway to the local shops. And when I do, each morning I pass by one of those fingernail places. And at the front door, next to the window, the staff are every day on their knees, lighting candles and worshipping this little statue made of stone. So they are worshipping their God. Now this is a little statue that can't see, can't talk, can't hear, but they worship it and they even light candles to it. You have got to be kidding. But such is the heart that will not accept the eternal God, the first and the last. So my message to you today from the Bible, these words aren't mine. God says, guard your heart. So read some of the verses about idols. Think about it. Take stock. Look into our hearts and see what idols we might have in our life today. In Isaiah chapter 44 verse 6, God says, I am the first, I am the last, you will have no other God before me. Listen to the Lord this day.
And I'm longing to look upon the face of my Lord.
What a beautiful day for the Lord to come again. What a beautiful day for Him to take His children home. How I long to see His face and to touch His nails.